It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Chris Bassett.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And there's a ball. And he chases that one. And there's one away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Righty delivers. Check swing, called strike. Bassett, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. The 1-1 is fouled off. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
That is clear. The right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Slap the other way, foul. Got him swinging. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Blake Snell. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Boog, he brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the batter is George Springer. That's outside, 2-1. That one missing inside. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment. Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's too high.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Slings to second. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. We played an inning, no score. Game 1 of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. The next offering misses, and the count is 3-1. As we kick off the World Series, it is hard not to think about Kirk Gibson's incredible walk-off homer against Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 back in 1988. An iconic moment in baseball history. Varsho hauls it in, and there's one away.
A lot of great Game 1 moments, Boog. Alex Gordon's game-tying homer for the Royals in the bottom of the 9th in 2015 really sticks out for me. They went on to win that game in 14 innings.
And downstairs. Second inning here, no score.
Ball.
And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. That clips the corner.
3-2.
And they'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. And there's 2 down.
Batting it, the second baseman.
Wow, Singy, what a throw. We got to take another look at it, but this time with the numbers from StatCast.
Yeah, Boog, that's about as good as it gets. You'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90+ on throws across the diamond, so he's pretty much right there with the best infield arms in the game. That was a rocket of a throw right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. In the air, left field, down the line. Snags it on the run. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in Toronto. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
Yes.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And it's second. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Hernandez makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Varsho needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. The changeup missing. 2-1. Two outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Muncy sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full, no score. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. On the ground to third. Clement slings it across. One up, one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Call.
Alex Call digs in now. The 1-2. To the right side, Bichette tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Line drive, Bichette. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one not close, and it's a full count. Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the lineup flips over. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, left fielder, Davis.
Davis Schneider now at the plate. Two outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. That one fouled off. 2-2. Good eye in that spot. Bo Bichette waiting to hit for Toronto. 2 out, space is empty. Out towards left center. Hernandez sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, And that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Will Smith to the plate. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Late with the swing there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
This one in the air, right field. Straw has a beat on it. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 4th, now it's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. That one inside, 3-1.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard, Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Just off the inside edge.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Nobody out, runner at first. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 3-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter is prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Game one of the
Leading off for
World
Los
Series.
Angeles, the third
Here
baseman,
comes Max
number
Muncy.
13, Max Muncy.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right
Now
now.
batting, the left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. That's down and in. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Foul ball.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Ripped to short. Jimenez throw to first. And they get Edman for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Miles Straw. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance. If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The designated hitter,
Back to the
number 4,
top of the lineup,
George
and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first. Inning over. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. New inning getting started. Digging in, Andy Pajes.
Number 44, Andy Pajes.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Alex Call, the next to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got
The
this.
shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Mookie digs in here. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Get out of town. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-1.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. And 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch
2
strikes.
strikes.
Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Glasnow getting ready to go. Number 86, the lefty, warming up as well. Inside, almost got him. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they add to their lead. It's 3-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Blake Snell is done, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
Tyler
Los Angeles.
Glasnow taking over on the mound.
Number 31.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Smoked on the ground a second, and Bichette is retired.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one is inside. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2. He goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and Hernandez is out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Braden Fisher preparing to come on if needed. Number 68 also getting ready. Two outs. That one at triple digits.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Fastball for a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one missed. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, Could surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Edman slings to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
The Blue Jays, the right fielder, Miles.
And next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Next offering is fouled back. In the air out towards right center. Pajes sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
2 outs, base is empty. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order, but they still lead it 3-1. And we're back. We go to the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kike Hernandez. Swings over the top of that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Sir Anthony Dominguez gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Braden Fisher takes over on the mound.
Number 63.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here comes Tommy Edman. And that one finds its way through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Now a move being made at second base. And here's the pinch runner, Justin Dean. So up next, Andy Pajes. Clips the corner. That is strike 2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that's a fair ball. The run comes in to score from second. And it's an RBI single. And they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next for L.A., Alex Call. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. 2 on, 1 out. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in, and it's off the wall. Here comes Pages around third. He scores, and they have the lead.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Braden Fisher won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
new pitcher now, Trey Savage.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
One out, runner at second. Freeman will hit next. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
2-2 count.
One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of the World Series. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-3.
Comes through with the RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Runner on the go. This one in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one is crushed, and it's off the foul pole for a home run. An absolute smash to left, and they add on. It's 7-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Base is empty with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Max Muncy.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first, Justin Dean steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there, and it's 1-2. Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Blue Jays 3.
Now pitching for
Back
Los
now,
Angeles.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into
Number
the bottom of the
17.
8th. Shohei Ohtani.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's George Springer.
Leading up for
The Jays in
the
striking
designated hitter,
distance, but have some work to
George.
do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff
Springer.
man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Ohtani, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Next pitch in for a strike. 2-2 now.
Well, for a manager, when you can have that one special arm in the bullpen that you know is just reliable, tell you what, that makes his job a whole lot easier to manage a ball club. Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as
Now
it started.
batting,
3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Late Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. One down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And as a hitter, are you thinking swing from pitch 1?
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm trying to recognize what's he got today. What's he going to throw? How's he going to come at me? Try to get as much intel as you possibly can to give yourself a chance to succeed.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about
Now
the
batting,
benefits,
first
the
baseman,
advantages of
Vladimir.
relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That's ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now a screamer into the outfield. Pajes right there to make the grab. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Blue
It's the
Jays,
top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
68.
Number 68. Leading off,
leading off
Tommy
for Los
Edman.
Angeles, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Andy Pajes. One down, base is empty. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one a little bit high. Yeah, that's ball 2. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the late stages of game 1. On the ground, right side. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Blue Jays 3. Bottom 9. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Bo Bichette. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
1 strike away from securing game 1. And that skips into dirt. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Jump throw. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ohtani will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Number 86 will take over here.
Number 86.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 2 outs. And downstairs.
1 strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swing and a foul out of play. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.